as a reward for winning 2 races on the trot, we will start with Mark. Your question is from Dennis Van Deen on Twitter. He says, Mario Andretti once said, if everything is under control, you're not going fast enough. Do you agree?
Completely agree. When I have everything under control, it's like I feel too much the risk. You must to have something there to be a little bit under control, because then I don't know, everything is more fluid and you can a little bit more risk, but then it's a little bit more difficult to find the limit. So, but yeah, this is a little bit my style. It's true.
Thanks, Mark. On to Maverick. Del Ronance on Instagram asks, how did your life change when you originally came into MotoGP with Suzuki? And how did it then change again when you moved to Yamaha in terms of lifestyle, your spare time and more fans, etc.?
The first time I came in Suzuki, the media schedule was amazing. I didn't believe, coming from Moto2. But then when I changed to Yamaha, it was 2 times more. So I even spent much more time with the media. So it changed a lot, especially on the media, and then the time I focus on the way to train and the way, totally my life turns around the MotoGP.
Thanks, Maverick. On to Valentino. This is from Nikki on Facebook, and Nikki is asking about your favourite overtakes. Is the pass that you made on Jorge at the final lap in Catalonia your favourite overtake of your career, or do you have any others that you can tell us about?
Yeah, I think that was maybe the best, because especially because it was the last corner, and I don't remember another overtaking the last corner with MotoGP, maybe with 125 or 250. Also the battle with the Stoner in Laguna Seca, I think is at the same level, but the overtake on Jorge was more excitement because it was... Ah, 7 anche! Last corner, è vero! È vero! No. Yeah, but after we have a bit problems, I mean, also with Seta, yes. The battle on the last corner is always the best, and the one with the Jorge, yes, I think was yes, great.
Thank you. Next question is for Pedrosa, Danny Pedrosa. Rebecca on Twitter has seen your James Bond movie and wants to ask you this. If you were creating a James Bond film, which riders would you pick to star in it, and what roles would they play?
Normally you need time to think about this, eh?
Do you want me to come back to you? I'll give you time to think about that, and we'll come back to Danny in a moment, so you have some time. Next question, we go then to Cal. We have a question from Aussie MotoGP fan on Instagram. If all of the MotoGP riders were stranded on a desert island, who do you think would survive the longest, and why?
I don't know. They're all together?
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to go 2 ways. Whoever is the fattest, because they have the most fat stores, or whoever is the most aggressive, because they can eat the other people. I don't know. I would like to think myself would last the longest, but it doesn't matter, because how are you going to get off?
No one said anything about getting off.
Oh, but you own the island. I have to say myself. I would like to say me. I would last the longest.
Okay. Thanks, Cal. On to Paul. Simon on Twitter wants to know, are you often asked questions about your relationship with your brother? And does he get asked about you, and does it annoy you both?
Well, I think he knows more than me than myself, because I have very bad memory, but always he's the oldest brother, and for sure the oldest brother is in charge to take care of the youngest brother, not opposite. So normally when we were with the family and I was cheating him always, and he was always complaining about me, but because I was the youngest, I always had the reason. So For sure, my brother have more than me than me to my brother. So
And we have another question here about your brother anyway. Do you race differently against Alex? This is from Calday on Facebook. Do you race differently against Aleix if you are close to each other on circuit? Do you deal with him in a different way because he's your brother?
last race, yes, I catch him really fast, and I had a chance in the last corner, but it was quite risky. So I think, I was happy because I was first of 10 for our factory KTM. But if I would be in another situation, maybe I would try, and the consequences were not nice, but, it was the last corner. So, yeah, always, when you are fighting with my brother, I always take a little bit more of care than the other riders, not because I think about that, but it just comes, like this, and the respect I have to my brother, I will never have respect to my rival. So it's also normal, I think.
Thanks, Paul. Finally, then, we'll move back to Danny. We will ask the question again. Doesn't look like we're any further, but if you were creating a film then, James Bond film, what riders would you pick to star in it, and what
So
roles
I would not be in.
You can be in it if you
Because
want.
I'm the director, no?
No, you're not in it then.
So I don't know, somebody has to be the good guy, so Bond, and somebody else has to be the bad guy, so, looks like with Mark and Ballet be fitting well sometimes. And I don't know, racing along the streets maybe search for some kind of secret tool to be faster and to be ahead of the world, of the control of the world.
Thanks, Dan.